Hello, my beautiful people. Happy New Year 2018 to everyone. And today I'm gonna show you that I created my Hackintosh with the latest GIGABYTE Z370 AORUS gaming Wi-Fi LG 1151 300 series. That's the latest that we have. And also we have the Intel Core i7-8700k Coffee Lake 6 core 3.7 GHz. That's the latest that we have basically. I was thinking that I couldn't install because I was searching on YouTube and I didn't see anyone installing those latest chipset. So that's what I decided to share with you guys. Make sure to check the links in the description in case you want to just buy the same motherboard or the same processor. And when Apple came out with the announcement of the iMac Pro 2017, I was really excited, you know, with the specs. But when they came out with the price, $5,000, wow, and I was like, this is out of my pocket and my budget. So $5,000, I can't handle that. That's what I decided to buy, you know, buy parts and build my hacking. So, and today I'm gonna share, actually, this is not a tutorial. This is just sharing with you guys that I just built my Hackintosh, and also the link will be in the description of all of the specs and the graphic card, the processor and motherboard, power supply, and so on. So let's start. First, we need a couple things. We need to download a couple files from TonyMac86.com. So make sure to check that website. It's really helpful and it'll help me a lot. So make sure, and you will be able to download the multibeast, Unibeast, and also the web driver for NVIDIA graphic card. And so as I said, I'll leave the link in the description, so make sure to check out. And also what else we need to do is also we need to have a USB drive, at least 8 gigs. I have a 16 gigs, so let me just plug into my Mac Pro 2009. I'm using a Captain, but you can, it's much better if you use the latest version of High Sierra to download the software. As you see, here we go, it says print file because I need to, you know, reformat this. So let me just, and you know, search for disk utilities, and we're gonna go and make sure to know which one you're gonna just, you know, I think it's this PNY 16 gigabytes, as I said. And let me go erase, and we're gonna go and say maybe OS system. That's it. You can type whatever you want. So let me just erase and make sure, you know. So let me go ahead. I think, yep, and let me just wait till finished. Done, let me click done, and here we go. So then we need to go and open this folder I call post files, and let me just open the Unibeast, and you know, just click continue, and continue, and just you know, click agree. And as you see, here we got the OS system, and make sure it's selected. You see it becomes blue. Let me continue. And as you see, actually, I haven't showed way you to download the Sierra. You know, it's free. You can just go ahead, App Store, and you will have the High Sierra. You see, you can click and you will be able to download. It's a little large, so it will take a little time, depending on your high-speed connection of internet. And so as I said, let me go ahead and click this. Let me open actually the, you know, the application folder, and you will see this install my High Sierra. This is what I have. So let me go ahead and make sure select it, and then continue. And maybe, you know, for the newer motherboard, so we need to use the UEFI boot mode. If you're using the old motherboard, so you can go legacy boot mode. And let me just make sure selected and go continue. And if you're using ATI graphic cards, the old ones, so you can check this. And also if you're using NVIDIA old graphic cards, so you can check this. But in my case, I'm using the EVGA 1070 Ti, and I'll leave the link in the description. And so we don't need to check anything here. So let me just click continue. And you see, this is what we're gonna use is mounting on this flash drive, the system, and the UEFI boot mode. So let me just click continue and type the password, hit enter, and it will take a little time, like 15 or 20 minutes is taken on my computer, but maybe in your computer might take a little less. Now, if you don't have a Mac, you know, So you can use the virtual machine and Windows. I know you can search on YouTube. They have a lot of options just to mount the same OS and the flash drive using the virtual machine. Okay, so I'll pause the video and come back when it's finished. Wow, I wasn't expecting that it would take that long, almost 30 minutes. So as you see, the bar also is not in the progress. So just wait and you will see at the end it says it's finished and ready. And you will see the green check mark. As I said, don't worry if you see the bar not in progress, so make sure just wait, very patient. Okay, here we are back. As I said, it took more than 30 minutes. I know, as I said, if you see the bar not in progress, so don't worry, make sure. And here we go. So let's, you know, we already have this OS mounted in the USB. So let me quit this. And then also, as I said, the links will be down in the description. So you must be downloading these files from the Tony Mac X87. So let me go and make sure open the flash drive where we have the system, and let me just, you know, drag and drop this folder. And then what we're gonna do is just wait. Okay, let me close this, and then we need to select those two files or drives, and then let me just drag into my trash can because we need to eject this. Actually, what's going on in here? Let me right click, eject, install Mac, CORSAIR, eject all. Cool, so let me see, force eject, force, okay. And there we have. So let me go ahead and start recording with my iPhone 6. Actually, the quality won't be like we have right now, so I really apologize for. So let me just go ahead and switch the monitor and see. Actually, let me make sure it has HDMI. Cool. And for this, actually, I'm gonna use, you can use any keyboard. I'm using an old HP keyboard and also the Dell mouse. Anything will work. You know, the only thing won't work is the wireless. So make sure don't use and the installation process, don't use wireless keyboard or Bluetooth keyboard or mouse. Make sure to have wired keyboard and the mouse as well. So let me go ahead and connect to the USB and to my Hackintosh. Okay, once we have this, so make sure, let me go ahead and fire up the power button, I guess. So let me see. Make sure if you have different motherboard. I'm using, as I said, the latest motherboard is Z370 to the 300 series, and I had to go into the BIOS. So make sure when the computer turns on, make sure to hit the delete key. But in your in case you're using different ASUS or other motherboards, so make sure to find out. You know, you can search on Google for the shortcuts. Anyway, so here we go. First, we need to go save and exit, and we're gonna go and say load optimize default. So let me just hit enter because we need to say yes, and then we need to go and system. In system, we need to make sure go and change, I guess, as you see, this is my motherboard, Z370 AORUS gaming Wi-Fi. Let me go and BIOS. We need to go make sure the boot options is in the flash drive that we just mounted the UEFI OS, you know, system. And also we need to go in here, I guess, make sure the this storage boot options control is in the UEFI as well. And then we need to go in peripherals, and then we need to go make sure USB configurations, hit enter, and we need to go make sure the XHCI hands off, it's enabled. So let me just hit enter and enable it. Okay, make sure it's enabled. So let me just go ahead and chipset, and then we need to make sure this enables well. Yep. And what else we need to enable in here? I think what else? And the power, we don't need to do anything else in here. And then we need to go save and exit and go and say saving and exit setup. And let me just hit enter, and yes. Okay, so once the computer reboots, make sure to hit the F12 for the boot options. And my motherboard is F12, and your motherboard, I'm not sure, so you have to find out. And make sure to have the UEFI PNY USB, as I said. You see, partition 1, always will say partition 1. So make sure to choose this one. So let me just click and see, and here we go. So let me go ahead. As I said, I already installed Windows in this, so I'm gonna install in this external. So make sure select and then double click and just wait. It will take a couple minutes, and also will restart a few times during the installation. So don't get in panic. You will be fine. I mean, hopefully. In my case, I had no issues installing the software, just the drivers. I had a lot of issues, but at the end I could solve this, and you will see how we install the High Sierra. Actually, this is the latest 10.13.2. So make sure, just wait. Okay, so here we are. As you see, we need to choose the language depending on what you language speak. In my case, English and Spanish, but I use English most of the time, so that's what I must install in English. And then we need to go and use the disk utility, because we need to reformat the disk where we're gonna install the OS. As I said, let me see. I think I have in this called Macintosh HD. Actually, it's empty, but we need to erase again. So make sure you selected the right hard drive, and then let me just go ahead and say erase. Make sure its format is Mac OS external journal, and let me just click erase and just wait for a couple seconds. It's really fast, and then we need to go and close this, and then go and select install Mac OS, and then continue. In here we need to go ahead, agree, and then select the Macintosh HD, of course the hard drive, and let me just go ahead and say install. It will take a couple minutes, so as I said, I'm gonna pause the video and we come back after finish. So don't get in panic. As I said, the machine will reboot a couple times during the installation, so don't get in panic, just be patient. About a minute remaining. Okay. Okay, so the machine will reboot. Make sure to keep in mind when it comes up, make sure, let me just wait, because I'm really anxious. That's why I'm kind of like happy for it. Let me see, the machine will come up. You will see, don't touch anything. At this time, you don't have to touch anything, you see. So here we got the HFS, where it says boot macOS installed from Macintosh HD. Then just hit enter, and we'll start the installation. Will take a little time, Okay, as you see, it said about 18 minutes remaining, but it won't take 18 minutes. It will take like 12 minutes. You will see what I'm talking about. So in between this installation, this will take a couple reboots. So make sure to keep in mind, when it comes up, you will see, and you see, so you must choose HFS, and then hit enter. And we'll start, it will continue the installation. Don't worry, it will restart a couple more times in case you will see this, so don't worry, as I said. Okay, as I said, it won't take 18 minutes, it's gonna take 12 minutes. So let's be patient and wait those 12 minutes. I'm gonna pause the video and I'll be back after I finish, because my iPhone is 16 gigs of RAM. 16 gigs of space. I want to handle all the installation, as I said. So let me just pause the video and come back. Okay, here we are back. As you see, we got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. For some reason, sometimes it says 2 minutes, takes more than 2 minutes. As you saw, it was saying 2 minutes, but took less than a minute. Now it says about a minute remaining, and let's wait. Oh, something could be wrong. I don't know, but it's taking more than a minute. Okay, less than a minute remaining. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, cool. Restart in 8 seconds. So let me just go ahead and see my mouse is not working. So let me just wait till it restarts by itself. So let me go ahead and see. Okay, so in here, so let me just wait. It will come up. Don't touch anything. And voila, we got this. So I need to move into my HFS. Boot Mac OS from Macintosh HD, then just hit enter and see what happens. Okay. Then we need to go ahead and select the country. So let me see where I want to as United States. Continue, US keyboard, and don't transfer any information now, and just skip, don't sign in, and make sure yes, I want to skip, and then it will ask to create a name and a password. So make sure agree, and let me just type work for now. You see the keyboard's not working, so let me see. You see, so that sometimes doesn't work, so I have to plug in my Apple keyboard. So let me just go ahead and okay, I connected my Apple keyboard. Let me just type work, and then let me go ahead 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then continue. Voila! Don't pay attention, it's my keyboard because my iPhone is connected. That's why it's giving me this message anyway. So let me go ahead and say continue and click any keyboard. Okay, and let me just go ahead and say why it's not coming. Come on. This is the problem. So let me go ahead and okay, let me just identify in keyboard. Sometimes it happens this. Let me just close this and close this. So anyway, so let me go ahead. Actually, let me just unplug this because it's annoying. This USB accessory needs power. So let me just close this. I switched the keyboard ready because I don't like this message. And I cloned my old HP keyboard again. And let me go ahead and see the drivers installed. As you see, the internet is not installed. I mean the wireless, and also the audio drive is not installed. So let me see the internet if it's installed. So we should be able to connect. You see, the wireless is not connected. I mean, it didn't work, but the the wired internet connection, it's working perfectly. So as you see, I don't need the wireless, but in future I might need to buy a Wi-Fi USB adapter in case you need. So make sure to find out. I mean, looking at some YouTube videos, they showing which one is better for the Hackintosh. Anyway, I'm really happy. I have the internet, so I can connect to the internet and download my applications. So let me go ahead and keep going with installation. As you see, we got the flash drive in here. So let me just open. Remember what I say. We need to just transfer this to the desktop. There's a folder called post files. As you see, we got the web drivers, and also we got the multibeast in here. So let me close this. So what we're gonna do in here is we need to go and open this folder called multibeast. You can download in 20 Mac x87. The links will be in the descriptions, of course. Let me open this and make sure we need to go quick start. We don't have to touch anything here. We need to go drivers, and we need to go in audio. I don't gonna just touch this because it didn't work. So I need to go universal and just check this, which is Word HDA version 2.9. And then we need to go this. I don't have to touch anything here. And here, make sure the fake SM MC as checked, and then we need to go network connection. Also, I don't need to check anything here because I tested already with the options, but it didn't work because I already have the internet by wire, you know. But for now, I don't care the wireless, and the future I might buy in the separate card. Anyway, and USB, we might need to increase the max port limited to 200 series, and then we need to go bootloader and make sure to have the, I don't know, for some reason this not working in my motherboard, but I checked this Clover UEFI mode, boot mode plus emulated MB RAM. So let me go ahead and check this and go customize, and here we need to go to graphics and make sure the NVIDIA web drivers boot plug, if you're using the latest, I'm using EVGA graphic card 1070 Ti, as I say, FTW2. And let me just check this and make sure, go ahead and here, and also we need to go and say Sandy Bridge iCore 5 and iCore 7 overclocked. And I'm gonna take this, for some reason it's working perfect. I test with those, it doesn't work. So let me go ahead and system definition. System definition, we need to go and make sure to have the iMac. So you see we got a lot of options in here in system definition. In my case, actually it's working from 14,2 all the way up to 18,3. So in this case, I'm gonna go and click this and choose iMac 18,3. As you see down here, we got this definition of your computer as an iMac 18,13 with a Core i7. So I mean, works, but in the about my Mac, it doesn't show the i7. So let me see what happens. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So let me just go ahead and make sure it's click, and we need to go and see, make sure, I guess that's everything you have to do in here, and then go build, make sure the hard drive is selected, and then just install. It will take a little time, so let me just click 1, 2. That was the password that I put, and then just wait. It takes a little time, and you see it's kind of like installing the drivers. And as you see, the audio universal, it's installing right now. So let's wait and see. Okay, here we go. Install succeed, and the software was successfully installed. And then what we're gonna do is, you know, make sure to quit this or close, whatever you're gonna call. And then what we're gonna do is restart the computer. So let me make sure restart, and I'm gonna show you, you must do what I'm doing, so make sure to pay attention here. So let me go ahead and restart the computer. Restart. Okay, so on here you must, you know, click F12 to get into the boot options. And let me make sure one more time, we need to boot from the UEFI partition 1. So make sure not from the UEFI hard drive where it is installed the OS. So let me make sure select this for this last time, and let me just wait, and you will see actually it's not you know, so let me just go ahead and choose the right boot Mac OS from Macintosh HD, and then hit enter. So once we got this, let me see what happened. Okay, as you see, so let me just type my password, enter. And seems like the graphic card didn't install. Anyway, so let's wait and see. Make sure we need to check the as you saw, we already checked the internet. In my case, now we need to check the audio. So let me see, and you will have all the audio drivers installed. So you got a lot of options in here, so ready to go. And then what we need to do is install the graphic driver. So I downloaded from the web driver, not the latest version. I think they have the 103, that's the latest, but I decided because of with my graphic card didn't work the latest version, so I download this and works perfect. They are in 103, but I decided to, because it works with my graphic card, as I said, this is 102. So let me just go ahead and double click, And you see I don't have any problem because with the latest version it says the UOS it's not compatible, something went wrong there. Anyway, so let me just go ahead and click continue, agree, and let me say install. The password is 123, and let me just continue installation. Okay, the installation was successful. The software went installed. Quick restart, finish installation of the software. So let me, before we restart it, let me just close this. And also we need to check this out, so make sure right click, eject, install macOS High Sierra. Of course, this is the flash drive, remember. And let me just wait till it goes off. And then we need to unplug from the tower or Macintosh, whatever you're gonna call. Okay, after you see, so we need to unplug the USB from the tower, and then we need to go and restart and just cross the fingers and see if it works. So it's coming up. I think it will boot up from, let me see. Yes, you see boot Mac OS from Macintosh HD. Wait a couple of seconds so you can hit enter on the keyboard, and then let's pray and see. Voila! Seems like the graphic card is installed. Let me see. Click the password and click enter. And there you go. Beautiful. Let me see. Actually, I installed my new Hackintosh. As you see, here we go. So let me just see if we have everything working. So one more time. Okay, let me see first the sound. As I said, it's working. I have to plug in my headphones actually to see if it works. And then let me make sure the driver it's work. You already see the driver is working. The graphic card driver. And let me go ahead and make sure the internet also is working. As you see, this is the Apple Store website. And let me go ahead and maybe type YouTube and see. YouTube.com. Okay, works good, huh? I love it. You see, beautiful. So let me see. I'm really excited with my new Hackintosh. I've been using more than a decade the Apple system. That's what I'm really used to. That's what I decide, to buy parts and build my Hackintosh. It's a powerful machine with $1,600 basically. And yeah, that's basically is it. And then you can just delete this and you can start modifying the dock. So let me go and choose my system preference and let me modify this because I like a little nice small icons and magnification. And also we need to automatically hide and show the dock. And let me close and see. Actually, I'm really excited with to share this with you guys. Anyway, so hope you guys like it. As I say, it's not a real tutorial. I'm not saying you have to build your, if you really want to save the money, you have to build your Hackintosh. I'm not telling anything like that. I'm just want to share with you guys. If you are interested, you can go ahead and try with the latest, as I said, 300 series and also the 8th generation processor. Okay, hope you guys like it. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channels and also give us a like on the Facebook and share on the Twitter. Okay, and one more time, Happy New Year and enjoy it.